Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I love you. I praise God for each and every one of you. Listen, Rickey, today the song is Praise is What I Do. Isn't that a powerful way to start the day? Praise is what I do. It is so vital that you get your day off to the right start. That's why I love that Rickey starts the day off with praise, because before we can move into our day, our minds have to be right. Our spirits have to be set. And here's how you do it. Get your praise on. And when you're getting your praise on, watch this. You are praising the great God of the universe, who is sovereign, who is providentially involved in your life and in my life. When you get your praise on, you're praising the God who will be a mother to the motherless and the father to the fatherless. When you are praising God, you are praising the God, watch this, who is your provider, Jehovah Jireh, but also gives you peace, Jehovah Shalom. You are praising God because of what God has done. I start right there because that is what praise is all about. Remembering what God has already done. And when you know what God has already done, you can anticipate what God is about to do. So go ahead, get your praise on, because God ain't new to this. God is true to this. Get your praise on, knowing that God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Get your praise on, because praise, watch this, it gives you the power now to move through your day, handling your business, because here it is. As you praise the God above you, you now have strength to handle your business. So here it is. Get your praise on and then handle up on your business and make the world a better place, because God is good all the time, and God, who is good to you, now wants to be good through you. God bless you, and y'all have an amazing day.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Rickey. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
Entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 13 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Friday, April 25th. Here is what's happening in the news. Pope Francis' funeral tomorrow is a global moment, and security is on full blast. Fighter jets are on standby, sniper units are posted on rooftops, and a 24-hour no-fly zone is in effect over Rome. World leaders and royalty from across the globe are expected to be there, and St. Peter's Square will be packed with thousands of Catholics. Police have the area surrounded with checkpoints, and folks heading in will have to clear airport-style X-ray scanners. The whole city is on serious lockdown. Trump tried to dodge a lawsuit from the Central Park Five, but a judge gave the green light for it to continue. Raymond Santana, one of those wrongly convicted, says justice will be served.
The courts is not going to fall for the BS. They're going to call it how they see it, and that we have a case. And so we deserve a right to be heard in court, and we deserve a right to face our accuser.
Remember the story. These men were wrongfully convicted back in 1989, and Trump ran full-page ads calling for the death penalty. Now, decades later, he is still doubling down. Now the court says they have every right to sue for what he recently said during debates. In other news, online scams are booming in the worst way. The FBI says cyber criminals raked in over $16 billion last year. That's a 30% jump from the year before. They logged more than 850,000 reports of fraud and cybercrime. Most victims lost money, personal data, and even their identity. And folks over 60 took the biggest hit. For information on these stories and more, go to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
With the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward, quarterback, Miami.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is. We already knew he was going to be the first pick of the NFL Draft last night. Now, here is the second pick of the draft.
With the second pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter, wide receiver, defensive back from Colorado.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be good for Jacksonville.
Come on, he had home in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got a good quarterback.
Come on, dog. Abdul Carter went number 3. Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders was undrafted last night in the first round. A lot of people was panicking, like, calm down, man. It's all good. Of course, you want to be in the first round. You want your name to be called, but it's all good. And he wanted to greet his draft party.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
So, I promise to God, wherever he go, he going to make a difference on that team.
Absolutely, man. Listen,
y'all going to bet you.
It's going to happen, man. And
it was just some teams that just didn't need a quarterback.
Well, no, there's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks. That part, that's a fact. But there's some words out there that's circling around the internet that there was concerns that teams had that had nothing to do with on-field performance. Now, I don't know what that is, but listen, he's going to get drafted. He's going to be on the squad, and his time is coming. Like, just it's all good. You know, when you
think he'll end up at the Raiders?
Possibly.
Yeah,
possibly.
That's why I would like to see him go.
Raiders, Steelers, possibly New England, Giants. Those are the top 4.
Cleveland.
You think he'll be in Cleveland?
They got the first 2 picks, in the second round?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would love it.
We're going to see.
But he's not elite. He's good, so he's going to be exactly where he needs to be in the second round. That's it.
It's got to be a right fit. It's got to be the right fit. So we'll continue to talk about this. Brat, tat. You got the hot spot coming up next.
Yes, I do. And Trey Songz says, "Give me a chance, people." We're going to get into why up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the B.O.T.S.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Trey Songz is currently out on the Millennium Tour with Omarion and Bow Wow, and he wants fans to know his career has plenty of life and love to give. He's also scheduled to drop a new single called Give Me a Chance today. The track that will shine light on everything that has happened to him in the past and in the public eye. It's also going to touch on topics like redemption and reconciliation. Listen to a little bit of the single right here, y'all.
Somebody let me in. I just need a friend. Let her ride, that's a fact. Let her slide, that's a fact. I got knives in my bag, but it's time to jump back.
Who's that, Brat?
Trey Songz.
Okay.
Trey Songz. Yeah, back in November, he was ordered to pay like $11 million to a Maryland cop that he allegedly assaulted at a hotel. And a judge dismissed that judgment earlier this year, so that's a blessing. But he still got a handful of other unresolved cases, so he's singing about it. And, that's what we do. We put the pain on paper and go on and record it. And, most of the time it becomes a hit song. We know that from witnessing what Mary do when she go through her pain. When people go through that pain, boy, that usually is recipe for a hit. All right, y'all, moving on. Nas and Mass Appeal Records are coming in hot for 2025 to restore hip-hop to its classic album, Glory Days. Mass Appeal Records has confirmed that there will be new albums from old-school hip-hop greats like Nas, De La Soul, Mobb Deep, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon, DJ Premier, and the late Big L, and all of that is dropping this year from this label. The lineup of albums is a part of Mass Appeal's Legend Has It series, which calls for a tribute to the icons who shaped hip-hop and took it from the streets of New York City to the world. So congratulations to Nas. That is an awesome idea. I cannot wait to hear, because Nas is an absolute legend. And
Absolutely.
also those other artists that I mentioned are also. Last but not least, y'all, Slim Thug, he's reacted to Meg Thee Stallion turning down his romantic advances. He said he ain't giving up that easy, no. And if you don't recall, Slim previously said he believed that Meg had a crush on him because of her interest in his music. Now, during Meg's Coachella, said she denied the claims, and she said she ain't interested, baby. She just liked the music. However, Slim is not letting up. Here's what he had to say now.
She said she played my music on Coachella stage. She gave me a shout out, said my name on Coachella stage, and then she called me babe. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on vacation, man. Everybody can't do Megan Thee Stallion, got to do Megan the auntie 10 years later.
Come on with it.
Hey, Rick, he been watching them videos.
Yeah, all of them.
Mad at Slim Thug, I ain't mad at you, player.
I still got a shot. I'm still in there.
Okay, he is not giving up. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. And guess what? It's $500 Friday.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you listen at 9:33, 8:33 Central. If you are the lucky caller number 9, that is, you can answer the Savor the City question of the week. That $500 is yours. All right, the time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
Hey, what it do, man? Rock T's in the building for another HBCU. Know. We're going to always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Shout out to Morgan State University, founded in 1867. Home of the blue and orange Bears, baby. Shout out to the magnificent marching marching band. Talk about one of y'all's former students, Mr. Jerry Lawson. He helped design the first cartridge-based name console, Atari 2600. Come on now. His design and innovation is considered to have been a major step forward in the development of home video games. Lawson was named as the industry pioneer by the International Game Developers Association. And oh, by the way, he crossed paths with Apple's co-founder Steve Jobs and invented a coin-operated arcade game called Demolition Derby. Oh my goodness, Jerry Lawson, another proud HBCU alum of Morgan State University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, follow us on Instagram and shoot us a DM at HBCU. No.
All right, Roger, you don't be getting lightheaded, man. You be gonna we heard you take that breath in the middle of that.
Yeah, ran out a little bit of air right there, dog.
Alfredo, what you got this morning?
Okay, Ricky. A Louisiana hairstylist gave an 11-year-old girl a revenge cut. An 11-year-old, after her mother refused to pay a $25 late fee. Now, here's what happened. This unidentified mother and daughter got to their appointment at Draft Picks Barbershop in Baton Rouge 10 minutes past their scheduled time. Now, the stylist charges a $25 late fee for any client who's more than 10 minutes late. Now, once the hairstylist finished the haircut, she started cutting off the braids. Now, when the mom tried to stop her, she was cut on the hand and started bleeding. So this hairstylist has been fired, but the mom wants her arrested and charged. So, questions.
As you should.
I mean, should she be arrested?
Absolutely.
What would you have done if somebody had done that to your babies?
Yeah, apparently the hairstylist has a bad temper. You should have just called the police, or you could always sue them in small claims court or whatever. But cutting the braids out of the girl's hair, you should have videotaped and got your evidence and took her to court and got your money. You know, because you can also get sued. Get sued for way more money than what you would have lost. You know what I'm saying?
$25.
Just charge the $25 to the game and keep it moving. I mean, it just seemed like it was an overreaction.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the kid's fault. The mom was late. Did you punish the kid with a bad haircut and then cut the mom? What is this?
Yeah, man.
That's.
Yeah, the mom trying to protect the child. After they get to that point, you step back.
Yeah.
Why would you start cutting the child's braids?
Yeah.
Well, because it's probably the woman didn't pay her, and y'all know money is time. That woman.
Then you take it out on me. You don't cut my child's hair.
Right.
But I'm doing your child hair, not you. So I'm gonna cut the hair with who I'm working on.
No, that's a huge problem. I would probably be in jail myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's probably not the right thing to say, the politically correct thing to say. But you don't do that. And then you cut me too. I'm definitely suing you, but not before I put this can of whoop-ass on it.
Okay, a big can.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to open that can.
Now, when you say a can of whoop-ass, let's talk about that for a second. Are you talking about the small cans or the cans that they have in the middle school cafeteria?
No, I'm talking. Yes, I'm talking about them cans you get from Costco's and Sam's.
Those cans. Okay, that's a difference. Yeah. We're not the small can of pork and beans or the big ass cans. You have to have somebody carry it to the car.
The kind you need a wheelbarrow to bring in. Yeah, that kind.
Right. You only get like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Serve the whole class. Yeah.
Very clear. We're very clear now. Thank you so much for that. Because a lot of people don't know the different cans, size cans of whoop ass.
You're right.
You got your cream of chicken can, the medium can, you got the little bitty ass can of tomato soup. Then you got your tomato paste can of whoop ass.
How did
But
the
you're talking
story
about
go
the
to
big
this?
can of Glorious Greens whoop ass can.
Yes.
If I had to spell restaurant to this day, right, to save my mama's life, like if somebody held my mama hostage and had a gun to her head, right, and says, spell restaurant, I'm gonna shoot your mother in the head. I would look at my mother like, I love you. She'd be like, look at me, Mom. She's crying. Stop stalling, man. Okay, all right. R-E-S-T. Oh my God, here's where it gets. There's a rescue.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and other day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Beyonce wrote the song, honey. Who rule the world? Girls, honey. And a lot of people saying girls, not only girls, but black women are ruling the world. Now, it's being reported that black women are turning their backs, honey, on former ESPN host Shannon Sharpe, y'all, after that 22-year-old woman sued him, y'all, for sexual assault. Now, they said the woman, she only filed a $50 million lawsuit back in Nevada, claiming, y'all, that he raped her multiple times, physically abused her, and, y'all, they said he threatened to kill her. Well, now, this woman is speaking out, y'all. Former NBA player Jalen Rose. Y'all know Jalen Rose? Y'all remember Jalen Rose? Anybody remember him?
Yep.
Well, his beautiful daughter, y'all, Miss Mariah Rose, baby, she called Shannon Sharpe a weirdo. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the 24-year-old host of the Hoops for Hotties podcast tweeted on X whether or not Shannon Sharpe is found guilty or not. In the court of law, he's a weirdo. These could all be, honey, a cash shakedown or whatever. She said, but I don't care. She said, that man is in his 50s, honey, messing with a 19-year-old woman. They say Shannon Sharpe has daughters that are in their doggone 30s, and he messing with this little woman. Now, in her lawsuit, Jane Doe claimed, that she met Shannon when she was 19 years old, and he was only 54. And they're saying, y'all, after the lawsuit came to light on Monday, April 21st, Miss Shannon vigorously denied the allegation. He called the lawsuit a shakedown, and he vowed, honey, to be open, transparent, and defend himself because this is not right. Now, they're saying Shannon's attorney said that the woman turned down a $10 million offer to settle the lawsuit. And, they're saying Shannon appeared, y'all, listen to this, on ESPN First Take on Monday and Tuesday. But they say his co-host, Stephen Smith, the former Denver Broncos tight end, was absent, y'all, on Wednesday's episode. Now, Stephen hinted, y'all, that the ESPN bosses plan to fire Shannon. Now, they're saying that the NFL Hall of Famer was previously let go from CBS Sports after a woman made similar allegations against him. That's what we were just talking about earlier. Now, they're saying this is the sad part. They're saying, y'all, that black women everywhere, y'all, here it is, rejected Shannon's denial. They said women on TikTok urge others, y'all, to support Shannon. They said they noted that Shannon talked black while giving his money to white women. Now, Shannon, they say Shannon Shay, Joe Netta Sharp. They say, honey, don't come over here. Yeah, they say, don't come over here bothering the black people now. They say you was over there playing in the snow like you couldn't get pneumonia. That's what one person said. And another person said, honey, sisters, this not your fight. Absolutely not. She wished him luck in his future endeavors. But another TikTok creator said, you cannot convince me that Shannon Sharpe doesn't let those non-black women call him the N-word for fun. Because, honey, what you do mean that Shannon Sharpe allowed a non-black woman to say, and this is what he said, what the woman said, and this woman told Shannon Sharp, quote, I want you to put a big black baby in me, and you continue to engage with her. They said the conversation, people said is downright dirty and stupid, and another woman captured on black women minding our business regarding Shannon Sharp Snow Bunny case with an enjoying emoji. And another black Twitter noted how comedian Monique tried to warn Shannon about messing around with younger women when she was on the show, honey. So a lot of people say that black women are turning their backs on Shannon Sharp because he talked black and played white, which is, 90% of the guys do that, huh? So it's a sad thing. What y'all think about this? I feel so bad for Shannon, y'all. You know, and if ESPN letting him go, he said he's going to be let go temporary, but he will be back during the season, though. But y'all think they're going to bring him back because he's a great person?
I don't know about that. I know I talked to an insider, somebody that's real close to the situation yesterday, and they was just saying that he going to have to write that girl a check one way or the other.
Yes.
And, man, he said some other stuff, but I don't want to say it. But, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
It's going to be more coming out as well, too. You know what I'm saying? That's why he had to go ahead and step away from ESPN because it's about to get heated up even more.
Oh my
God! ESPN, you know, you start thinking about advertisers, and stuff like that with a situation like that when it comes to, assaulting, women, and then just the optics of dating somebody that he met that was 19 and 20. It just looks real creepy and not good for the brand.
Yeah.
So
we know mistakes happen, but could y'all imagine? It's just so hard to conceive. This man, as brilliant as you should be or project to be, you have a show, you talk about all this stuff all the time, and yes, mistakes happen, but my God, did you not think this was going to catch up? Yeah. Did anybody think that?
You listen to the wrong part of your brain, and
that,
no matter how brilliant you are, he can make you real dumb. Your little buddy down there.
Because that is crazy. Lord, and I know everything ain't money, but that's money. Yeah, you done messed up your money.
Yeah.
And he was, and listen, I got inside. He was about to sign $100 million contract with ESPN this week.
Yeah, 2 days.
Yes.
2 days before the story broke.
Oh my God!
This week.
Wow.
And she was trying to hit him up for $50 million. I also was told that he don't have no $50 million sitting up in the bank like that.
I would have been like, listen, wait till I sign this contract. Let's just get this out of the way. Let me sign out. I'm gonna give you this $50 million. Give me a few days, because now you won't get any.
Man.
Yeah, that's a lot. So right now, he said he's spending time with his family and friends, and he's, thanking everybody for supporting him, honey. So you got a lot of time to spend time with your family, honey, because they probably reject you because they're going to be broke because you're going to be broke. And,
But I don't think he's going to be broke. He still got a lot of money coming from his podcast empire. He still got a lot of money.
Let me tell you something about that now.
Right.
Also, if they feel like something is inappropriate, they would cut off the monetization of YouTube. Will let you still continue to post up, but they'll cut out the monetization that they still feel like something is inappropriate as well. So that's at risk as also.
Wow. Oh, shit.
That wasn't brilliant to think that. Don't you not think that if they're going to cut his money, they're going to cut it off from always? Hell, they're going to just let them keep having the podcast and stuff like that when you have all these allegations up against you?
Well, who is they?
The people who run it.
No, I'm just asking. I'm asking because I don't know.
The people who running the stuff, the podcast people, the damn TikTok.
But does it? Okay, I'm just asking. I'm asking. Do you not own your podcast?
You don't own nothing.
No, you own it.
I'm asking.
No, you own it. You own the brand, and if you got your own
Damn, can I ask
if it's on YouTube, of course, YouTube, kind of what Ricky was saying, they can turn off the monetization part. So if you ain't got your own platform,
unless you own Spotify and Apple,
your own streaming service, absolutely.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
I just asked the question because I want to know.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm looking for clarification.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to see which situation is going to last longer. This situation with Shannon Sharp or the Pope funeral. I don't know.
Oh, you better stop. Bye. You stop.
Y'all not going to the Vatican?
Nobody going? Trying to beat out Aretha Franklin.
I already got my obituary.
What's wrong with y'all?
How you get it early?
Yes, Lord.
I know the black lady that work at the funeral home.
The color today, I just one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is unpigmented. On the high, you say unpigmented, and on the low, say beautiful white. That's your color for today.
Word of the week.
Brett, we all know that black lady work at the funeral home gonna slide us. I'm Rickey Smiley, and you, Brat, they gonna slide us a program before that family walk in that church. I promise you that. They said, put this up now. Don't show this to nobody. They gonna always get my obituary first.
It to you. Right.
Yeah. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Tanika. This is Mateo. We're calling from Louisville, Kentucky, and I want to wake up my doggy Alto. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Betsy from St. Petersburg. Will you please wake up my family in St. Pete? Wake up, wake up, wake up, everybody.
Kanisha calling from Hartwell. I want to wish my daughter Eris a happy 8th birthday. I hope you have a great day at school. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, this is Portia Ramsey calling out of Atlanta, and I'm trying to wake up my son JJ. This is your last year. You headed off to Alabama State. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Let him know what he waiting for. Wake up. Let's go. In Birmingham, wake up. Oklahoma, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. St. Louisville, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. Memphis, wake up. Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brat.
Welcome, Ricky.
All right, coming up, man, I got a hilarious prank phone call. You don't want to miss it. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Black Tony.
Man, Shotty, don't be
Black
hard.
Tony.
Man, Shotty, don't.
What the day is, Black Tony?
Don't do this to me today, Shotty. I'm lucky to be here right now. Dr. Collier said. Dr. Collier said I'm lucky. I'm even here right now to talk to you right now.
You went to Dr. Collier or you called him?
No, I'm at the office right now. He got me set off in a he got me isolation.
For what?
Because I came in here and then I told him, I talked to Dr. Collier. I called him up and I told him, I messed up. So I got out there like your boy Shannon Sharp, man, messing with this little nasty girl.
What?
I told him what was going on. I was messing with this little nasty white girl. So then I told him what was going on. And he said describe everything that's happening. And I told him everything that was happening.
When you say nasty, you mean like freaky?
No, I mean like I'm talking about like everybody done, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the whole everything. Been on the track. I'm talking about, boy, everybody done ran through it.
Oh no.
It's like a finish line at a high school track meet. So everybody done ran through it. Look,
man.
So I'm up in here. So Dr. Collier got me off in the corner. He said, I said, Dr. Collier, I said, when you take a look at it, because he looked and then he ran out the room, right? Then he came back in. He had on a whole spacesuit, like he was going to go up on the spaceship.
Like the bumblebees, like when the beekeepers.
Yeah, he came in with the whole spacesuit on. I said, what I got? He said, everything. I said, what? Gosh. He said, you got all on. But he was talking about the other day.
Oh, you got STDs?
He said, Shawty, you got all on. I said, all on? He said, yeah. I said, which one? He said, all on. I said, damn.
Let me ask you this, Black Tony.
I asked him, could he give me a shot? He said, no. He said, we're going to put that in the microwave, so he's going to get a microwave. He said, I got to put it in the microwave.
You got to put your thing. You got to put it in the microwave. How you going to do that?
He said he going. Well, I don't want to get too.
Yeah. But what the microwave going to do?
Gonna burn everything out.
Oh gosh.
And
how many is it gonna set it to popcorn?
Nah, he said. Everything a joke to you.
No.
That's why I can't tell you nothing. Everything a joke to you. So you think
is it gonna put
everything funny?
Is it gonna put it in the microwave and set it to popcorn? What popcorn? What popcorn, y'all? 3 minutes.
I'm burning. I'm scratching. I'm leaking.
Okay.
I got a lot going on. I'm shaking. I'm sweating. I'm dizzy.
She gave you baby roaches, Black Tony.
I got a lot going on.
Yeah, but how you gonna close the door? You got to close the door in order to get the microwave going.
I don't know. He said he just go cut it on. He said lay it in there like
you laugh. You laugh.
Lay it in there like
hey, Black Tony.
Drill a hole.
We just heard you laugh. You laugh.
I'm crying, shawty. I'm mentally.
No,
man, bye.
Black Tony.
I'm glad.
Black Tony.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. It's my morning show. 7 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Mama Tina, the beautiful mother of Beyonce and Solange Knowles Carter, y'all. You know, she's promoting her book, Memoir, honey, The Matriarch. And people are saying, that Mama Tina is letting it all out. And she said some things, that she spoke with Tyler Perry about, which was very interesting. Here's what Mama Tina said.
this marriage is not bringing out the best in me. And I have finally found my worth. I mean, he was teary-eyed. He was like, I am so proud of you coming from a family where women stayed no matter what. I said, I'm doing this for my daughters too. So I want to set that example for them. And he said, you're not only doing it for your daughters, but you're doing it for your grandson. Because you think that you're doing something to stay in a marriage that's unhappy, that you're not celebrated or you feel fulfilled. You are affecting your grandson too, because he wants you to be happy and how he's going to treat the woman that comes along. And I never thought about that.
Isn't that touching? She was talking about her second husband. Now, Tina knows, honey, she's a very beautiful woman. And, she loves just like anybody else and stuff. But, she was saying that, she just didn't feel loved and she didn't want to stay in that second marriage. So she left, honey, and she moved on and did what she had to do, y'all. So I guess congratulations to Tina. A lot of people saying, Tyler told her not only was she doing it for her daughters, but she was doing it, for her grandson as well. Now, Richard Lawrence is a great actor who she was married. That was her second marriage. And people loved him. He's done a lot of movies and still doing more movies and stuff like that. But, she just didn't feel that, she just wasn't, and the marriage just wasn't there for her. But right now she says she's allegedly dating now a nice gentleman. She's back on the dating scene, but she's dating now a very nice gentleman. So congratulations. To Miss Tina, honey, because you can find love no matter how old you are, honey, because, Miss Tina, honey, she's getting up in age, but there's still men out there that'll love you, ladies, and will treat you like the queen that you should, or at least that you are. So congratulations to Miss Tina. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Baby Mama D is talking. Now, y'all know Mama D. Oh, but Rickey, Mama D is a happy woman because First Lady Michelle Obama said she loves Mama D, baby. She talked about this girl, honey, and here's what Mama D had to say.
What's your favorite franchise?
My favorite? Oh, I'm kind of...
You watch a little bit of all of them?
I watch a little bit of all.
So do I, girl.
Love and hip hop. I watch. Oh, I do too.
Oh, my God, I'm so happy. Mama D. Oh, child.
Yes,
oh, child.
I love it because I know a Mama D.
And them.
Everybody knows a Mama D.
They sure
right?
do.
If you don't have one in your family, you got a
then
Mama
you
D.
lying. You are lying. You just not recognizing Mama D.
I have a Mama D in my family. I ain't gonna say who.
Yes, Taraji P. Henson and honey, First Lady Michelle Obama were doing the podcast, and they said First Lady said she loved her son Mama D. Well, Mama D responded, she said, quote, for me and my son at Real Lil Scrappy to be recognized by two incredible women is unexplainable. Thank you so much, love from the palace to you. That's what she said to them, honey. So from the palace, baby. But that's nice. And what people got to realize, though, people like the First Lady, honey, because she's a First Lady and, she's a very astute woman or what have you. These people still watch Ratchet Tree, too. They like stuff,
Ratchet Tree.
They like good stuff. They like shows like that, honey, with Mama D and them, honey, and she let it be known. So congratulations goes out to Mama D and the Palace, honey, and to First Lady. And some people say she listens to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show as well, too. So, Rickey, we give a shout-out to the First Lady
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
she told me that herself.
Yeah.
She listened to us. The president Obama used to listen to the morning show in the motorcade.
Yep, so congratulations.
Yeah.
So, honey, we are listening, so no matter what people may think, honey.
Thank everybody for supporting us. We appreciate it. We humble. We don't
Lord.
Yeah, we don't take it for granted.
At all. All right, moving on to my final story, y'all. This is a beautiful story, y'all. Reverend Al Sharpton, y'all, he visited and prayed, y'all, for Wendy Williams amidst her conservatory battle. He said, anyway, I could be helpful to her and her family. He said he would definitely be there for Wendy Williams. Now, they said when the TMZ cameras caught up with him after the 40-minute meeting, Al Sharpton said that she was doing very well. Now, they say while he wouldn't elaborate, but they're saying Al Sharpton says he is lending himself to Wendy Williams and her loved ones as she continues, y'all, to fight for freedom from her strict conservatorship. So congratulations goes out to Wendy Williams, honey, and we're glad she's doing well. And hopefully and prayerfully she could come back and do the Wendy Williams show or something close to it because, honey, I love me some Wendy and still love Wendy Williams. Every day, honey, I was glued to the TV, honey, to watch Wendy Williams to see what she had to talk about.
We was, too. Hey, Gary, can we send a shout out to Gilbert Arenas? And we want to ask everybody to pray for his son, Elijah Arenas. He was in a car crash and was put in an induced coma. So shout out to Gilbert Arenas and let's pray that his son recover and get well. And I pray for the entire family, the mother.
Laura Govan.
Yes, Laura Govan, and we are praying for y'all. Hope that your son get better and stuff. So just want to keep them lifted up in prayer. Just want to throw that in.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, so we just put that out there, yeah. And don't forget to continue praying, y'all, for May the 9th. That's going to be the Tea Party, too, honey, at the Stardome in Birmingham, Alabama. That's May the 9th, so mark your calendars. For tickets, go to stardome.com. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is unpigmented. On the high end, you say unpigmented, and on the low end, you say beautiful white. That's your color for today.
That's it. That's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the tea.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This morning, we're about to get real open and honest and intimate. That's right, y'all. Back with us this morning is television personality, relationship expert, certified sex and intimacy coach. Her mission is to help you and your partner explore new, exciting ways to communicate, resolve conflict, and spice up your relationship. Y'all, please welcome Tana Gilmore.
Welcome. Thank y'all.
Yeah, Tana, we happy to have you today speaking to this microphone. Come close to the mic because we don't want to miss none of this. And today we're talking about black women and dating. And let's get into it. Now, let me ask you this. Are black women really having a hard time dating in 2025? And if so, why is that?
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a great question. Yes, so the short answer is yes, there is a challenge that black women are having with dating. And so there's several reasons why. One is because black women are one of the most fastest growing educated, people in this world today. 71% of all of black women have advanced degrees. And so they've spent so much time in school and really lack relationship tools and those types of things. So it's been a challenge. They didn't have the skills growing. They've been studying for years. Right.
And go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay, so before marriage, when a woman is looking for that special someone, is it good to date multiple people at the same time, or should she just focus on dating just one person?
Oh, absolutely not. 3 in rotation, baby. 3 in rotation.
Oh, Lord.
Absolutely. Men have been doing it for years. Because right now, I mean, you're collecting data, right? You're collecting data. You're interviewing. So,
but I don't mean you have to be sleeping with them.
No, not necessarily, not necessarily at all. But the strong will survive. So the one who's true to it will, they'll be the last one standing. Others will fall by the wayside.
So when you say 3 in rotation, are you telling each of the men that, hey, I'm dating other women, other men at the same time?
I think you should be honest. Absolutely, because they're doing it.
Okay.
Right. So you need to be honest and say, I'm still interviewing. I'm still interviewing. Yeah. I'm dating with intention. Absolutely.
Exactly.
I'm dating with intention, and these are my goals.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Tana, my friend always said she had 3 different. She said she had a man to take her out to dinner, one to pay her bills, and one that she loves. So I think you should be able to have all that.
You should.
It's not much. But now my question is though. Now I think you kind of almost answered it. The question was, is it true that the more successful a black woman becomes, the harder it gets for her to date? But then I was thinking, what about the more successful a black man becomes, the more harder that a black woman is going to be in his rear view?
No. So I think that, let me just answer the first question. So the more successful she becomes, it depends on what she's looking for. So the pool in the pie is a bit smaller. If you're looking for someone, a specific type of man with the same education level, the same income, like that type of genre. So if you're looking for that person, the pie would be a little bit smaller. But if you kind of expand your brain, expand your horizon, and think about, I just want a quality person. I want a good man. I want somebody that's going to be consistent and show up for me and be a great companion, that permanent +1, that travel partner. Then you just open the pie a little bit more. And I do absolutely agree that you should expand, even so dating outside your race. You shouldn't just limit it.
Okay. Well, let's get intimate here. Okay. When it comes to sex, some like to get it popping early while others, they like to play the long game. But how soon is too soon? And could moving too fast hurt your chances of getting a real relationship?
Yeah. So it just depends. So if you are a person of a particular age, we don't have that type of time, right? And most people in the pulse and the culture of what dating is today, they're not even taking the time. So it just depends on what your desired outcome is. I always say, first of all, ask yourself, is this something that I want to do? Now, if you're clear, if you want to have sex and you want to do it and you are comfortable with maybe not getting that return phone call the next day, or maybe not getting that text message the next day, if you are very comfortable because your loins are loining, then go for it. But please understand that it comes with ramifications, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, you may not end up in a relationship, but that's not necessarily true, because I know plenty of people that have had sex on the first night and they're still together 20 years later.
And then people that waited to have sex, and then when they do hit, it's like being in the bed with Celie from The Color Purple. talking about I just lay there and look at Sugar every picture. Maybe what he do to me, he do to her.
He did the hunt. He just did his business on me.
She ain't putting it down with a lemon. All right, y'all, listen. We talking to relationship expert Tana Gilmore. Hit us up at 8669 Ricky. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning.
Hi, my question is, there's such thing in marriage as being hypersexual, because my husband, he just is crazy. It's crazy out here. So that was my like, as being a married woman, is it like my obligation to be just sex every day, every night?
Okay, so I think that comes with compromise. I've been married for 23 years, and there's ebbs and flows. I mean, so in relationship and in sex, and so sometimes your libidos may be off. One of you may want it more than the other, and then other times not so much. So I don't think it's your obligation. I think it's a conversation. I think that there's something that's holding you back, that you talk about it and get the help that you need so you all can match. But I mean, rarely are married people really having sex every single day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rarely does that happen. I think that, but it's a conversation. And to talk about some other things to please each other. If, sex is not your jam every single day, maybe compromise with it a couple times a week.
Yeah, it is. All right, y'all, the phone lines are still open. Give us a call right now at 866-9-RICKY. Nothing is off limits. Nothing is off limits. 866-9-RICKEY. Relationship experts Tana Gilmore is here to answer your questions. Hit us up right now. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. I'll be the best you ever had. Yes, sir. John Legend, Ludacris. Love that right there, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show 15 before the top of the hour, y'all. Hey, we're talking about sex, love, and relationships with relationship expert Tana Gilmore, and she is also a certified sex and intimacy coach. And she's taking your questions right now. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
This is Hazel Eyes. My question is it okay for a woman to buy her man outfits for different events so that to make sure that they match and that they're coordinated? Is that cool to do that?
Wow, I haven't heard that question in quite a while. So it just depends on, is it a kept man? Is that what you want to do? Do you want to ensure that he looks a certain way for your image? So is it about you or is it about him? So you need to make that decision and decide what it is. I mean,
I can help you with that. Now look, I ain't all that, but I'm not gonna let my woman go to the event, the UNCF event with some black stockings and white shoes on.
Facts.
So I have been took a vacation with a young lady that needed luggage. Now, you ain't gonna sit up there. I'm not gonna sit up there and dog her out because of the luggage that she has. I'm just gonna go buy her some new luggage so she could feel better about herself and feel comfortable. Maybe she don't have the means, but she fine enough. But I'll go buy some luggage and a couple of little outfits or whatever. But I have went to an event where the chick had on some black stockings and white shoes, like we dressed up to go see Shirley Caesar, and that just wasn't. It wasn't giving sexy. But yes, I feel like it's okay if you want him to dress better, because if he got on some Church of God in Christ pastor pants with them big cuffs and them square toe gator shoes and they neon pink with them socks and stuff, and it's an 8-piece suit.
He's a
vets,
representation
the
of you.
The pants, the ankle bracelets, the leg bracelets, the headband, like all that kind of
If
stuff.
y'all in Detroit, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well.
Bishop T.D. Jake from the 90s. We're not doing it. I understand.
But what I don't want her to do is to get comfortable doing it every single time so he expects it, right? Because you don't want to emasculate this man.
Yeah, but the wide leg boot cut jeans are not in. I had a couple of uncles I had to take back to the closet. Hey, these pants ain't hitting no more. You got to update. It's just people just have to understand fashion and style when you're stepping out on a platform. You just can't be looking dated. That's just real talk.
We're for real. So when I first got married, I threw all my husband's clothes away.
Same.
I did. I threw them all away and replaced them. I sure did. I was like,
I had a stylist come in my closet and throw away all of my suits. She said this stuff is dated. I really get it. I really understand. I was not offended. Don't have me out here looking like I stepped out of 1991 dressed up for Def Comedy Jam in the 90s. All right, let's go to the phones. You're on with Tana Gilmore. Good morning.
I want to know, how can you get better at initiating sex if you have sexual trauma?
Oh, well, the first thing great question, so thank you so much for that. The first thing I would do, if you're still having sexual trauma, I would recommend that you see a therapist first, because there's some underlying issues that may trigger you with having sex. But I think in the short answer, you can start with, I call them small bites. So like more of the holding hand, that's intimacy also. Maybe, get comfortable with laying your head on his chest and allowing him to lay his head on your breast, and some soft touching and stroking. So those types of things to initiate before you actually get into the sex, until you've had some type of a treatment. Because what you don't want is to trigger the trauma and then be devastated for a long time.
Yeah, you're on with Tana Gilmore. Good morning.
Yeah, so the question is this. I actually more so have a statement. I first of all like to say that a lot of that is cap, because while you're saying, oh yeah, so many women are educated, most women, black women especially, either want a white man or a woman to be with. Y'all extra masculine and y'all really think y'all perfect. So it ain't about, I can't find the right person. You're doing what you want to do anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's your opinion, sir.
Oh. Yep. Yeah. Well, how you respond to him though?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think that's certainly false, right? So the statistics are what they are. So it depends on the demographic that you're looking for. Black women, in my opinion, in my 13 years of expertise, they want a black man, majority of them, right? But I think that it's important to expand your options so that you can have more options. The pie gets a little smaller depending on the type of man that you're looking for, right? And so you should have your options open.
There you go. And let everybody know, if anybody need to reach you, anybody have any type of, and you also do matchmaking as well.
Absolutely,
still.
Yeah. I co-own a matchmaking agency with my business partner Kelly. So that is the matchmakingduo.com. And so not only do we help singles and put them together, I have a private practice with couples where I keep them together. So that is TanaGilmore.com. Of course, all social media, Tana C. Gilmore on YouTube and Instagram.
Like I seen a girl with some booty shorts on yesterday. Her stretch marks spelt her name, Jackie. I said, "Damn, how did you do that?" She said, "It just grew." She said, "It just grew like that." All right, y'all. Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Tana Gilmore. Hey, Tana, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all give it up.
Family. Thank you so much for having
Tana
me.
Gilmore, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got Battle of the Sexes coming up next. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time for Battle of the Sexes. We got Swanda from Longview, Texas, listening to us at 107.3 KISS. Swanda, what's up?
What's up, Ricky?
Hey, happy to have you this morning. And we got Jason from Eatonville, Florida, listening to us on Star 94.5. What up, Jason?
Let's get it.
Hey, man, happy to have you, man.
Yes, sir. Old Black Town.
Yes, sir. Y'all calling in for those great Dollar Tree prize pack. So let me tell y'all how the game goes. So listen, man, we're going to ask you a bunch of questions. If you don't know the answer, go ahead and say pass, because we have a lot of questions. We don't want you to waste all of your time and tick your seconds off the clock trying to figure out one question, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, my love. All right, Swanda, we're going to go first. You ready?
I'm ready.
Start the clock. What is the name of the character Denzel Washington won Best Actor Oscar for in the movie Training Day?
Pass.
Okay, that's Alonzo. The Washington Redskins team name was changed to the name they currently have. What is the new name of the? What is the new team name?
Commanders.
Yes. What is the biggest state in the United States?
Alaska.
Yes. What is the smallest state in the United States?
Rhode Island.
Yes. How many players are on the active roster on an NFL team?
20.
53. What is the maximum amount of games played in the NBA Final Series?
7.
Yes. All right, ma'am, what part of a car's engine allows the gears to change and move forward or backward? Not you, sir. Ma'am?
The gear shift.
No, that's a stick shift. Transmission. How many she got?
She got 4.
Got 4. That's good. That's really good. All right, Jason, you and Brat, y'all
All
ready?
right, let's go. Yes, let's go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, here we go. Raven-Symoné was the lead actress of which Disney show?
Pass.
That's So Raven. Which historically black sorority was founded second?
Pass.
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Who was the first African-American woman to go to space?
Pass.
Mae Jemison. In the card game Uno, you can put a draw 4 card on top of a draw 2 card. Yes or no?
Yes.
No. How many weeks is a full-term pregnancy?
90.
Damn. No, it's 40. How many cards are in a deck of cards, including the jokers?
54.
That's right. Paige Bueckers was just drafted to what WNBA team? Dallas Wings. One more. Bikini, hipster, and seamless are all types of what?
What? Say it again?
Bikini, hipster, and seamless are all types of what?
Panties?
Underwear. Give them that, y'all.
Yeah, that's all right. You got 2 and she got 4. Swanda, you are the winner. Special K, what did she win?
All right, Swanda. How are you doing today? Congratulations. You're a big winner. A winner today of the fabulous, highly coveted prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree. All right.
Lay it out for.
Now, Swanda, guess what you got? You got a family-sized can of Del Monte sliced potatoes. Yeah, good eating. Also, from Baby King, you got a 6 to 12-month bear-shaped teething ring. Hope you got a baby. You've also got charcoal nose cleansing strips. Removes blackheads, unclogs pores, works in under 10 minutes. Yeah. You've also got a 5-inch mini windshield squeegee with super absorbent foam padding. Hope you got a small car. Now, you got extra care feminine cleansing cloths. Mandarin orange scented compared to summer's eve. Yeah. From First Line, sleek brand, you got the I Lay It Down blue satin do-rag. Yeah. You got a coloring book of farm animals, including a goat, a pig, and a sheep. Yeah. You finally got some men's brown over-the-calf diabetic compression socks. Oh, yeah. So if you know a man that needs brown socks and he's diabetic, there you go. And finally, because you won this very special game by such a large margin, we're going to give you a $30 gift card to Pretty Wings Lady Spa. Their ad says, come in for a V-steam and a body massage. Leave relaxed with a rejuvenated pickle garage. There you go.
We're going to throw in that little pack of baby socks.
And we're going to throw in a pack of baby socks with the frillies. Yeah, 3 pair. All right.
Congratulations, Swanda.
Swanda.
Yes.
You want to give a shout out?
I want to give a shout out to my grandson.
Okay, you going to share some of those prizes with your grandson?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to give him the baby socks.
Put the frillies on him. All right. He'll appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate it, Jason. Appreciate it, Swanda. Y'all more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Friday, April 25th. Here's what's happening in the news. Seems like DEI in education is in the news every single day. And here's yet another update. 3 federal judges blocked Trump's orders to withhold funds from schools with DEI programs, saying the rules were vague and violated First Amendment rights. One judge even pointed out that the administration couldn't even define DEI clearly. Meanwhile, another executive order targets race-centered ideology in federally funded museums. This one could limit Black American history in spots like, of all places, the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Critics are calling this move a whitewash of history. Better double check that jug of milk. The FDA has hit pause on dairy safety checks due to job cuts. This could delay the detection of contamination. Meanwhile, the USDA has scaled back poultry safety rules, raising the risk of foodborne illnesses like salmonella and E. coli in both milk and chicken. Speaking of chicken, y'all, a new study links regular consumption to a higher risk of early death from cancer. Eating just 4 servings a week raises the risk of digestive cancers by 27%. For information on these stories and more, go to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
With the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward, quarterback, Miami.
Cam Ward, man, number 1 pick. The second pick went to Travis Hunter was the second pick, man. We already knew he was going to get down. And the third pick was Abdul Carter out of Penn State. Abdul Carter is a beast, probably the best defender in college football. It is what it is. But the big question everybody is wondering is why Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders was undrafted in the first round. This doesn't really surprise us, because we never really knew who was going to pick him and when. So he's definitely going to go in the second round sometime, but here's what he had to say about that.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless. Legendary.
There it is, man. Texas Longhorn wide receiver Matthew Golden was the 23rd pick to the Green Bay Packers. He was asked the first thing he would purchase with his bonus check.
I'm definitely going to give my grandma a house. We lost our property a couple years ago, and it's always been a dream of mine to, get that house back. So, to be able to be put in that position to do it, it's going to be an amazing feeling for me.
I love it. Awesome. I love it, man. That's one of the best things I love about the draft. It's great just to see them excited as they get ready to move to the next level of their lives. But the stories, stories behind these players, man, is amazing. And they get a chance to dress up with.
Hey, where you think Shedeur gonna end up?
I don't know, man. Probably. My guess is New York Giants, Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots.
But Pittsburgh already got 2 quarterbacks.
Hey, get 3. Doggone it. Shoot.
Okay, New England, did they draft the quarterback last night?
Listen, man, the quarterback is the most important position in your on your team. You can never have enough.
People think the Raiders. Go to the Raiders?
Raiders would be a good spot as well. Cleveland would be a good spot as well. Look.
Man, if he went to Cleveland, man, I swear he'll turn that whole, it'll be like, listen, he played like Patrick Mahomes. He will definitely be a weapon.
Whoa, don't go there.
I don't want him to go anywhere and sit on the sideline.
Okay, but you said Patrick Mahomes.
That's who he play like.
No, he doesn't. He plays like Geno Smith. Don't do that.
All right, cool.
Geno Smith.
I mean, Geno ain't Geno good too now.
But
Geno
look how long it took.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It took Geno a little while to get his feet up under him too.
Don't say Patrick Mahomes. Don't do that.
Look.
Okay.
Let
me calm down.
Super Day.
Calm down.
Very angry.
Calm down,
angry
man.
But Ricky, believe it or not, though, I kind of peeped at the draft last night. I thought to text you because I know you were saying can't text you or whatever. But the part that was really touching to me was when Travis Hunter was accepted and what have you. But what really did my heart so right when they announced that he's going to get married in May to his fiance, which is next month. So that is so beautiful.
What they got to do with anything?
Yeah, let me look it up. I already know.
Yeah,
Trying to be messy.
Congratulations to them.
Oh, my God. Appreciate that, Rock T.
Yes, sir, dog.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BRAT.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Chris Brown is in the middle of another legal battle, and a woman is accusing him of depicting her as a stalker. She claiming that Chris caused her public humiliation, harassment, and reputational damage. The fan, who goes by the name of Angela Relaford, a.k.a. at Chris Brown's wife 777 online, has made videos targeting Chris Brown and his dancers with bizarre claims, threats, and speculations. Now, earlier this week, Angela claimed that Chris has been secretly communicating with her through his music, through his videos. Her legal filing includes that Chris Brown reposted a repost of hers from 2024 in which she allegedly made threats against him and his crew. At the time, he addressed the situation on social media, but Angela believes that his actions have caused her irreparable harm. She's reportedly seeking damages with much focus on being labeled a stalker in the public eye. It walk like a duck, talk like a duck, and it kind of is a duck. I don't know. I think it's kind of like a stalker, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens in this situation. Okay, moving on, y'all. Although rapper Quavo from the group Migos is in the early days of his acting career, he says that he will become the greatest rapper turned actor ever. During a recent interview with TMZ, she asked if he could become the greatest rapper turned actor of all time, y'all, and here's what he had to say.
When all is said and done, do you think you can be the best rapper turned actor ever?
I'm a great guy. Yes, sir.
What about Tupac, Will Smith, or Queen Latifah?
They can't f*** with me.
Ice Cube.
They can't f*** with me.
Hey, man. Hey, man, but you're supposed to bet on yourself. You're supposed to believe in yourself like that.
That's true, but not put somebody else down.
Exactly.
You know, but I definitely think you should bet on yourself. He recently starred in High Rollers alongside John Travolta. He also appeared in Savage Salvation along Robert De Niro, as well as Praise This with Chloe Bailey and Drewski. So, looking forward to seeing him put in some more work, and I hope he does become a great rapper turned actor, because we do love Quavo. He's part of our family. All right, now, for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at So Brat. And you know what time it is right now. It's $500 Friday. Now, if you watched Savor the City on TV One last night, all you have to do is be caller number 9 and answer this question, and the $500 is yours. All right, y'all, this week's question is, Tennessee is known for its whiskey, but which black-owned whiskey is named after the first black master distiller? Tennessee is known for its whiskey, but which black-owned whiskey is named after the first black master distiller? Be caller number 9 right now at 8669-RICKY. That's 8669-RICK for your chance to win $500. Good luck and call now. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
Good morning. This is Mecca.
Hey, my love, where you calling from?
Brandon, Mississippi.
Hey! Look at here now. We want to hook you up with $500, so we hope that you watched Savor the City with Chef Jannard Wells last night on TV One.
Yes, I did.
That's right. So today is $500 Friday, and the question is, Tennessee is known for its whiskey. Which black-owned whiskey is named after the first black master distiller?
Uncle Nearest.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations. You just got hooked up with $500. What you going to do with all that money?
My daughter is going to Africa. She's in vet school, and I'm going to give it to her.
Love that.
Oh, nice.
Hey, congratulations again, and make sure you watch Savor the City with Chef Jannard Wells every Thursday night at 8, 7 Central on TV One.
There it is. Congratulations. Let everybody know what morning show just hooked you over $500.
Smiley Morning Show.
Morning show coming